Devonte Graham should and probably will be an All-Star in the 2019-20 NBA season. Now, Devonte Graham, in my personal opinion, he's the most improved player this season. Coming into this season, that Charlotte Hornets team, no one expected stuff all from them, with Terry Rozier being the one and only name-worthy player on that team. We thought Terry would probably put up triple-doubles most games, but the Hornets would lose a majority of the games. After losing Kemba Walker last year, him going to Boston, they were left with really no one that notable besides Terry. So you thought, they're really going to struggle. But this season, Devonte Graham he's just emerged. He's come up, and he's doing so well now. It's great to see. He's running the two-guard position primarily, with Terry playing the one, and he's just going off most nights. Like, last night, he had 40 points against Brooklyn, and he just looked like a god. Just draining three after three, most of them contested, and just all around looking like a god of a player last night. And it's not just a one-night thing. This man against the Golden State Warriors the other few weeks ago, he had, 10 three-pointers made, 30-plus points. He dominated that game, won Charlotte the game against the Warriors, which isn't saying too much because Golden State's just sucking this season, but regardless, he's just gone off. And Devonte, he's averaging great numbers. He's playing really good basketball. He's winning his team games. Okay, most of the games Charlotte win is directly because of Devonte. Okay, granted, PJ Washington was good early in the season, but he's not winning them heaps of games at the moment. Cody Zeller, Kid Gilchrist, Batum, Bridges, those type of guys, they're not the ones winning Charlotte the games they're winning. It's Devonte Graham and Terry Rozier, but primarily Devonte Graham. Now, for those reasons alone, he should be an NBA All-Star in 2020. Now, who else in the Eastern Conference could be a point guard, shooting guard, who could be an All-Star from those positions? Now, you've got Kemba Walker in Boston, easy. You've got Kyle Lowry in Toronto, perhaps. He could be an All-Star. Ben Simmons, if he gets down as a point guard, maybe he could be an All-Star. But then from there, what are you really left with? Malcolm Brogdon, maybe. He's been really good for Indiana this season. But then, who do you have left? The Bulls definitely won't get an all-star point guard with Chris Dunn, Kobe White, Satoransky, those kind of guys. But no, forget about the Bulls. They suck. But seriously, though, who else has been better than Devonte Graham? He's been really damn good. The one that'll interest me is Kyrie Irving. Is he going to be an all-star for this season? Now, on name and reputation, he's just an all-star automatically. But I'm basing this off play from this season. Kyrie, he had a couple of dominant games in the first few weeks of the season. He scored 50 in his Brooklyn debut, and that was all good. But realistically, what's he done since? What's he done for you lately? He's had his shoulder injury, which put him out of the two games with Brooklyn and Boston. And, you haven't heard anything of him. Whereas Devonte Graham has been having 30-point performance, 40-point performance, heaps of assists, helping his team win. It would be ridiculous for Devonte to not be an all-star, but Kyrie to be. Okay? So that's all I've got to say on this topic. Devonte Graham, at this current pace, he must be an all-star in 2020. There's just no excuse for him not to be. He's playing that damn well. He's leading a Charlotte team which no one had any expectations to a good season. And yeah, that is why Devonte Graham should be an all-star in the 2020 NBA season.